Hey everybody, Matumbo here. We are back playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and we are now playing with M21. So Core 2021 is now live. It's legal for Standard, Historic, whatever you want to play it with. But you know, Standard still, in my opinion, really stale since they didn't do anything about Wilderness Reclamation or Teferi. So we're going to stick to our guns. We're going to stick to Historic, and we are going to first revisit one of everybody's favorite decks on this channel, and we'll get to that here in a second with what we're playing. But before we do that, a couple of big announcements. We're about to hit 3,000 subscribers, so please, 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 if you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 3,000. Hit that like button if you enjoy the video, leave a comment down below, and also hit that bell icon to be notified when these videos go live. That way you can be first to comment. So it's always important to be the first. And with that being said, and also before we hop into today's deck, I want to show you guys my new favorite feature of Arena since they launched. It's this little triangle here, and that just lets us show off the deck a lot more clearly, and this is a great feature. So thank you, Wizards, for implementing this. So let's, with that, hop right into our deck. We are calling it Brash Extinction. So again, we're playing one of our favorite cards, Star of Extinction. We are dealing 20 damage to everything. And again, this card is super powerful, but it's very well balanced. You know, it just deals 20 damage to creatures and planeswalkers. It doesn't deal damage to our opponents unless we play this new card from M21 called Brash Taunter, the namesake of this deck. He's a 5-mana 1/1, indestructible. However, when he is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. So when we Star of Extinction and deal 20 damage to everything, it's going to deal 20 damage to him, and then this is going to deal 20 damage to our opponent. So that is what we are hoping to do. And so really, let's go over how this deck operates. Again, you guys have seen this. You know, we power out cards with Blood Sun, one of the key components of this deck. Lotus Field, again, in combination with Blood Sun, allows us to play this without having to sacrifice 2 lands, because Blood Sun says all lands lose all abilities except for mana abilities. So then when we play this Lotus Field, again, only says add 3 mana of any one color. It loses the rest of the abilities, so we don't have to sacrifice any land, which is huge. So we also have, we're playing 3 Wily Goblins because, again, this is the secret MVP of this deck. Dropping him on turn 2 and getting that extra treasure token is going to allow some really ridiculous plays. Now, Mazemind Tome, this is a really cool card from M21. I really highly recommend you guys playing around with this card in different builds, not just this build, but this card is really powerful. 2-mana artifact. You can tap to scry. That's really good. Or you can pay 2 to tap it, to put a counter on it, and draw a card. And however, so the downfall of this is whenever there's 4 or more counters on it, you exile it, and then if you do, you gain 4 life. So you're basically going to be thinning your deck, stacking your deck in such a way, but then you're also going to benefit by gaining 4 life. So it's really good, especially in this deck, to just kind of scry until we get the cards that we're really looking for in order to pull off our crazy combo. And then at the same time, if we manage to get it to 4 counters, we're going to gain 4 life, which is usually going to be good against aggro decks. All right. So another new card in M21, which is obviously a reprint, but Solemn Simulacrum. 4-mana 2/2. When it comes into play, search your library for a basic land, put it into play tapped. And then when he dies, you get to draw a card. So again, really good. This is going to help us ramp up for mana and then also draw cards when he dies. So we still play a couple of our Carney boys here. These are still really good. Again, way to filter through our deck to draw cards. Ironcrag Feet, again, 4 mana to add 7 mana. This is going to be good, again, because we can play Star of Extinction once we have 4 mana, or if we have 5 mana, we can power out our Ugin. This is a reprint of one of the most powerful planeswalkers. He's an 8 mana. With +2 ability of dealing 3 damage to anything. His main ability, though, that everybody uses him for is his -X. You can exile each permanent with converted mana cost X or less. That's 1 or more colors. So this is not going to exile any artifacts or lands or anything that's colorless, but you can bring it in minus for like 3, 4, 5, 6, even a 7 if you need to, and just wipe the board. Really, really, really powerful. We're playing one of the new Chandras. Again, this is really just to try out. We can +1 to deal 2 damage, but the top ability is what I'm really wanting to try it for. If we kind of stall out, we can discard our hand, exile 3 cards from our library, and then play those cards. So I really wanted to be able to try this out. And then we are also playing still a couple Storm's Wraths just for defensive reasons. But then another new card from M21, Transmogrify. This is kind of, this isn't going to be in replace of the Lukka that we were playing. Exile target creature. That creature's controller reveals cards from the top of their library until they reveal a creature card. Put it into play. So again, I'm trying this instead of Lukka. Again, this costs 1 less mana than Lukka, and Lukka doesn't really serve another purpose in play other than to maybe, maybe kind of, direct them to attack Lukka as opposed to you. But again, we have a new set that just came out today, so we want to play new cards. So we're gonna give this a shot. So yeah, so again, ultimately what we want to do is we want to Brash Taunter in play, and then we want to Star of Extinction, deal 20 damage to everything. So again, this is kind of a meme-ish version of this deck, but I mean, who doesn't like a big red deck that tries to do big red things? So let's hop into the video. And again, I would like for you to watch the whole video. Stay till the wrap up. We'll talk about what cards we enjoyed and what cards we might change. And yeah, we'll see how we do. So stay tuned. See you guys soon. All right, well, we're gonna test this out. We're gonna see how this deck plays. The new version of our big red deck. We're gonna try to do some crazy shenanigans. We got some fun goblins in here. In the form of Brash Taunter. So we really just need to draw a land, and then this is like almost the perfect hand. Yep, so we're gonna go ahead and keep this. I'm jealous of our opponent's sleeves. So again, these Transmogrifies are for our Wily Goblins. If we get them out on turn 2, because we can turn 2 into turn 3 Transmogrify and potentially hit a Brash Taunter. We don't, not necessarily counting on it, but it's a bonus. All right, well, what is he doing over there? 1 mana of any color. He's got 5 mana. I wonder if he's going to Golos. Oh, Sanctum. Interesting. All right, let's see what shrine he gets here. Ooh. It's got the this is probably the best Honden, right? Overall, I think these two. Chromatic Lantern. This guy is just like, I'm gonna play all the cards. Well, unfortunately, my friend, you're gonna take 20 damage. Oh my god. It has worked perfectly on the first game. Oh, that is amazing. Amazing. All right. We're going into game 2, guys. Game 2. Got on your guys' head. What does that mean? That means we hydrate. We hydrate. I am almost up to a gallon of water today. I've already logged 112 ounces in my Fitbit app today. So just showing you the importance of water and how much you should be drinking. All right, well, we're gonna mulligan with you. We can keep this. We will put back man, I guess we are gonna put you back. All right. More Yorians, huh? Oh, we drew the other card. Drew the other combo piece. That's unfortunate. So I do think we're gonna utilize this to scry at the end of the turn and during our upkeep. Because obviously it would be good to hit a Blood Sun. Oh, especially against this deck. Oh. Now we don't. All right, so that's a huge hit. Then we actually get to get down to Solemn and then potentially Transmogrify into one of the goblins that we put on the bottom of the deck. This tome, I'm really happy with how good this tome is. Wily Goblin, 6 mana. Yeah, we're actually gonna keep that. I mean, let's go for it. No. Oh, we just replaced it. I didn't even realize you could replace it. I thought it was like what's his name? Lukka. And it has to be a bigger creature. That's fun. That was fun. Alright, let's put a I don't actually think we need an Ironcrag feat at this point. Alright, let's get down to Solemn. Go get a land. Get our Carney boy going. Could make 3/3s here. Oh, we're gonna get a mountain. All right. Well, we need to at least draw one card off this tome. I feel like. Ooh, what are you gonna? You gonna get rid of the Blood Sun? That's fine. That's fine. Hey, look, we're getting another mountain. So let's go ahead and draw a card. Wow. You know that guy's gonna be salty that we just drew another one of those. I'm a little salty for him, so. Oh, let me just double check here. Yep. I mean, the good thing about this is it also draws us a card. So we'll go ahead and pay our 5 mana. And do we want to attack? No attacks. So if he wants to keep coming after our looks like he is. That's great. That's great. I love it. And it's so funny to see somebody utilize those to go after a card like this. that essentially really doesn't do anything. I mean, sure. All right, so we have 12 mana. We have enough, right? You know what card he's not giving us? All right. Kaboom. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, I love it. I love this. So far, 2 up, 2 down. Got to do exactly what our deck is trying to do 2 games in a row, which is fun. Because, I mean, other than that, our deck really doesn't do much. We are in it for the memes and the dreams. Somebody outside is having a seizure or something. All right, well, we're gonna be on the same plan as the last game too. Try to hit a Blood Sun. Oh man, right on top again. Wow. How awesome is that? I mean, if I knew it was going to be there every time, I mean, what's awesome is those treasure maps don't actually do anything. All right, let's scry again. Do we want a mountain? No. Don't really want that either. 6 mana. So we could have played Wily Goblin into Brash Taunter, but that really only would have netted us an extra 1/1. So it doesn't really do anything. I wonder what he's trying to get to. Karn is good, but not necessarily something we want. Wish we had 1 more mana. We will next turn, though. He definitely gets extra mana this turn, but he's just playing colorless. So what basic do you get? And I wonder if they're ever going to add wastes. Ugin's kind of a dead card against him. Yep, I guess we're scrying. Oh. Good game. Take 20. Okay, what? Oh, I did not expect this to just be working like this. This is amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, did not expect this to go as well as it's going. I mean, we're gonna keep. These are sweet sleeves. I really like these lightning bolts. This guy's just playing guild gates. Do we want his guild gates to come into play untapped? Oh man. Alright, let's see what you can do over there, bud. Have your untapped guild gates. He's probably thinking, oh, I didn't expect 3 mana this turn. Yep. Oh yeah, definitely gonna go get land here. Ooh, Honden. Yep. What are we getting? Oh, we did it. I did not expect him to be playing Hondens in his Guildgate deck. Interesting, interesting. Let's see what we get here. Don't actually care about discarding both of these. And then if it's anything like we've been playing previously, the card we want is just going to be right on top, right? Discard a land card, deals X damage, target creature, number of shrines you control. Okay, wow. Wow, ooh. Alright, let's make sure we do some upkeep scrying. Lotus Field, while it's a decent card, we don't really want that on top. And like predicted, let's attack. All right, good game, bud. I know it's a little rub in, but man, I'm just gonna say right now, Magic is easy when the cards you need are on top of your library. That's it. Yeah. Magic is super easy when the cards you need are just right there. I'm not gonna lie though, I do miss Haphazard and Bombardment being in our deck. Theo 25. All right, we're going first. Oh yeah, just in case anybody's wondering, this this little dragon boy that I got him from F&M codes. I forgot that the F&M store, or the store that I send my F&M to last week, I just remembered that they actually sent me a code, and I just put it in right before we started recording. And do we want to? Yeah, we want to. But yeah, I got this little dragon guy. He's pretty cool. I like him. All right, let's do some scrying. Don't need that. Don't need another one of those. I don't need a mountain. This card is pretty powerful. Don't need another one of those either. So I wonder what he's playing. Ooh, I like where this is going. What do you got over there? Is he gonna Tezzeret me? Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, you are. I should have scribed. Draw a card. So we've seen all 4 of those this game. Well, no, we did shuffle, so maybe not. Let's go ahead and scry. Definitely don't need that. Let's just double check, yeah. Yep, we might lose this turn to a Tezzeret. Ooh, what are you gonna get? Maybe he animates and swings for 4. To the top, huh? All right. I am a little nervous. Here. Oh. Holy. Okay. You kept that on top, right? Oh, I can't use my artifacts anymore. So let's see what happens. Okay. Make you block. Well, it's unfortunate. Akroma's Memorial is quite a card. Protection from red. Oh, he's about to make some big boys. But make 9/9s. Yep. 10/10. Oh, Lord. I'm dead. He got us. He got us good. Ooh, 19. Oh, we're dead. This is amazing. I love this. Good game. He just the Chromus Memorial though. Oh, that's great. I love that. That was fun. I'm glad we got to see that. We got to experience that firsthand. Good game, Theo 25. All right. Oh, Theo. Now we want to go build a deck that turns Chroma's Memorials into creatures. Spaceman. This is almost a perfect hand. Wily Goblin is secretly the MVP. Yeah, you're good. Guild Summit, yep. Pretty good. So Brash Taunter actually turns off his Gates Ablazes, which is kind of funny. But we definitely need to... We're going to have to give up our Blood Sun, which is fine. Oh, he's just going to quit. I guess Ugin does that, right? I mean, you have to play Ugin there because you have to make sure that they don't outgrow your life gain from the Star of Extinction. So he would have gained what, 4 life a turn? So definitely would not have been good. Bot Toby. Are you a bot? You definitely bought the Mastery Pass. We'll give this a shot. Okay, you're just gonna right off the gate. Show us what color you're playing. Mono black. Oh, Sultai. Okay. Sultai. Well, we were gonna play the Tome, but ramping up to 4 mana is probably better. If we draw an Ironcrag Feat, that would just be ridiculous. What the hell is this thing? X is the number of shrines. Oh, that's a shrine. Oh, I don't think you want to block. Ooh. All right, well. Okay. He's it's a real threat here. So, Um, yep. See what happens. Well, oops, right? The guy's a little indestructible, just a little bit. All right, well, we have exactly one turn. So we have to... yeah, definitely take action. All right, so I think you can go up to 20 exactly, right? Oh no, he's gonna go up to 22. It's pretty good. He might have out Hondened us. He has definitely Voltroned us, right? He has all of the Hondens. I mean, not all of them, obviously, but... yep. Do we want Lotus Field? No. You don't want to block there? I'm just making sure nothing costs more than 5, right? This guy's just going to concede, isn't he? I mean, yeah, we lose our goblin, but we don't lose the game. Yeah. Sorry, bot Toby. Sorry we had to cheese you. Oh man, we got instantaneously paired. Edward Lucius. Instantaneously. Alright, well, we've been liking this turn 2 tome into Blood Sun. Right? Rub the dragon for good luck. Oh yeah. This guy's great. Yes, I recommend getting the dragon pet. Let him go. He's like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. We got one little snaggletooth. He's great. You can't tell me that this isn't cute. There's a little hoard of gold. Probably the best FNM redemption code I've gotten so far. And our opponent. What is he going to do? We actually need a land and then a Lotus Field, or and then a Blood Sun. Set our reminder. Set our stop. Don't worry, this thing is harmless. Yep, we're gonna keep that. And then we're just going to draw right off the top. I think that's the best thing to do with this now. I don't think we want to utilize scrying. What, son? Oh. I mean... this is pretty good. Iron Crag into Ugin. So I wonder if he goes like untapped green source into circuitous route. Lotus Field, we don't need that. Really need that either. Do we? Well, he doesn't have anything to react with this. We're gonna go ahead and play this land. I mean, this ultimate is kind of ridiculous. You only have to activate him twice. I guess because he costs 8 mana. And they see that as a detriment to having to spend that much mana on something that's so powerful. What were they thinking reprinting this? And now we wait for old Edward Lucius. The first of his name. I wish I had something more to continue that. But I don't. Fighter of Dragons. I mean, I know you're there, you just hovered over Ugin. You have 4 mana, you can definitely do something. Unless you can't do anything without green mana. Don't just time out on me, man. Come on. Let's have a good game. Let's just have a good game for once. Why you do this? All right. Oh yeah, he definitely needs that green manas. No. Exactly the card we wanted. I really want to ultimate this, but we're not here to ultimate this. We're here to do this. Please draw green mana. Alright, well, again, guys, we know he's here. He hovered over the Ugin. But we will give him the benefit of the doubt. There have been a lot of crashes today because of the launch and everything, so it is very possible that he actually did crash. So if anybody else was experiencing that or still is experiencing, oh, there we go, he drew green. It was happening to me as well, where my game would just go to a black screen in between games, and I would have to force quit. And the way I fixed it is I reinstalled. So it only took me about 10 minutes. Obviously that may not work for everybody. It worked for me, it worked for everybody in my Discord that had done it, so I need to comb my beard. It's all getting all crazy. All right, well, I mean, sure. Let's Let's put permanents into play. That's good. All right, well, it was a good game. I tried to Star of Extinction him out of the game. Oh, well. What a great way to end this with essentially dealing 40 damage to him and ultimating an Ugin on that turn. So, sorry, Mr. Edward Lucius, but it had to be you. All right, everybody, it is time for the wrap up, and we had a load of fun playing this deck. This deck worked out a lot better than I thought. We went 7-1 in games. We lost to a really cool deck where an opponent actually animated an Achroma's Memorial, got a whole bunch of other artifacts into play. He played another Karn, he animated another thing as well. Played a different Karn, made a 9-9, which turned into a 10-10. Swung for like over 20 in one turn because of Achroma's Memorial. It was pretty crazy. I loved it. Glad we lost to it. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, this deck, it did exactly what we were trying to do, and I don't think people expected it, especially not in Historic, because again, people are not really expecting. I don't feel like the newer cards in Historic yet, except for all of like the namesake cards, you know, because we did play the Honden / Shrine deck, I think 2 or 3 times. But I mean, against that deck, Ugin just beats it. You drop an Ugin and then do like a -4, -5, wipe their board, and it's going to be really hard for them to recover. So I was really, really impressed with the Mazemind Tome, just like I thought it was going to be. Again, this card, the scrying ability, it doesn't cost anything to scry, and then being able to draw cards when you have the mana available for it is really good. Brash Taunter is, again, it's good in this deck. It's probably not good in anything else that doesn't play Star of Extinction. But who knows? Maybe we can build some kind of crazy like enchant pump deck that pumps this guy up and then starts fighting with his other ability. Maybe that'll be something we do in the future. Who knows? And then again, Star of Extinction, Ugin. Ugin is great. I mean, I might bump this up to 3. That's how good it is. I don't think we cast Storm's Wrath at all. Don't think we needed it. It may just not be good in the meta right now because of what people are trying to do. Probably everybody's trying to do shrines and control and just random things. So it might not be good. So that's going to leave us with these. I actually do like Transmogrify in this deck. I do like the option to do the Lukka / ability, which I didn't realize was not the Lukka ability, because you can literally hit the same creature, as I'm pretty sure happened once, right? I think we Wily Goblined into Wily Goblin, which was not ideal. I think that happened. And I think we might have Solemned into a Solemn at one point as well. And then obviously like Solemning into a Wily Goblin is not ideal. But in any other combination of creatures happening is really good. And then with us not hitting any big creatures in our deck, it's not really going to do anything. So other than that, though, Chandra we didn't get to play, but I still think it actually does belong in this deck because of its ability. I really think this discard your hand, exile the top 3 cards is actually good. So maybe we bump this up to 1 more. So maybe we add the 3rd Ugin and the 2nd Chandra and get rid of the Storm's Wraths. But I would like to warn against doing that. If you may run into an aggro deck and you may just get overwhelmed because you can't hit your Star of Extinctions. So it's worth a shot. There's an argument between Transmogrify or Storm's Wrath. But I would try it with my way first. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Again, thank you guys so much. Thanks for being patient with me. I didn't upload a video this Wednesday, just a little under the weather. I'm starting to feel a little bit better, which is good. And again, if you're not a subscriber, please hit that button because we are about to hit 3,000, and that's another huge milestone. That would be so amazing to hit that number. never thought we'd be at 1,000, let alone 3,000. So, all right, guys. Again, thank you so much for everything. Love making content for you, especially now with a new set. We get to try so many more new things. We're going to be streaming more. Streaming more is going to be a lot of fun. So please check the link down below for the Twitch link, as well as join the Discord and check out the Patreon as well. So, all right, everybody. Thanks again for stopping by. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your weekend. And we'll see you next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers such as yourselves. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and help growing the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons we have listed here for supporting the channel.